You better turn up. You better be there when I shake.
So I'm gonna do a get to know Milo tag, I guess you could say. I have 3 animals. Milo is one of them. But my baby is Molly. She is in her little cube right now, chilling, and I don't want to disturb her. So we got Milo, because he's right here. Say hi. Say hi. So he's a big boy. He is, I think the vet said he was 16 pounds. We're going to start off from the beginning. We got him about 5 years ago. Look at him, he's just looking at me, because he knows I'm talking about him. You know I'm talking about you. Anyway, so we got him about 5 years ago. The day that my fiance and his mother had to put down their other cat, Shadow. Right after that, we went out to the Humane Society and picked him up. He is 8 years old, and he will be 9 March. I think March 14th, he will be 9. And pretty much, when we got him, he was super loving, like overly loving, and he would attack our feet sometimes. That's not loving. But he would attack our feet sometimes, and especially when he was hungry, he would attack our feet. Like, he would just, like, jump out of nowhere and, like, wrap his paws around our leg and, like, bite us. And we didn't know, like, what was wrong with him. Like, there was a story that was told to us from the Humane Society that he was fostered a few times, but then brought back. And when we got him, he was 3 years old. And he was in there for a majority of his life. He was at the Humane Society. So we felt really bad, and he was really good with my fiance's niece, who was 2 at the time, which was really important for us to have a cat that would get along with her. Especially with her being 2 and him being ginormous. So they got along great, and so we brought him home. And then my mother-in-law, about a week or 2 later, decided maybe we should get another cat. Because it seemed like he really needed something or someone to always be there to love with, like to be lovable with. Now but all of our animals are fixed, so it's not like they could do the dirty, okay? But that didn't matter. They could still be there and keep each other company, and maybe he wouldn't attack our feet anymore. So then we brought in Molly. I guess this will be like a whole cat tag, because I'm just going to give you a little brief story on all of them, because it kind of goes together with Milo. So we brought home Molly, and I was mad about both. At first, when I realized we got Milo, which I was with them, I was mad because I was like, who puts down their cat and then just, like, goes out and get another one? Who does that? Like, you know, I felt like they were trying to replace her. But now I know that wasn't the case. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I just had to put down my dog, Toby, that was with my dad. So he was my dog for like 13 years. And now I realize that they weren't trying, like, I realized this a long time ago, but now I'm really affected by it because my dog Toby is no longer with us. In fact, I have like a picture, like, right there of him. But, you know, pretty much, let me just put this in there real quick. Right after I put Toby down, it was the hardest thing I ever did. I wanted just to come home and be with my other animals, because it's not that they replaced him, because they never did. It was the fact that they filled a hole that was no longer there. And I guess Milo's gonna leave us, so let me give him one more little scratchy scratch. And Milo, say goodbye. Say goodbye. You boy, so cute. But anyway, so yeah, emotionals. But yeah, so they brought home Molly, and I was mad. I was like, God, they got another cat. Like, what's wrong with these people? And then Molly's smaller than him. They're about 3 years apart. Milo was 3 or like 3.5 or something when we got her. She was 6 months old when we got her. And he started attacking her when he was hungry. And so I took her under my little wing, I guess, and I was like, no, cat, like, you're coming in my room. You're being protected. I will protect you forever. So that's how she became my baby, because she was the only one allowed in my room. He was allowed in our room, but she would be fed in my room. Her litter box was in her room. She would sleep in our room with the door closed. During the day, the door was open so they could both come and go, but he was not allowed to eat in the room. He was not allowed to go to the bathroom in the room. He was not allowed to be in the room overnight. So she became my cat. And then we got Charlie because his owner, which is my mother, my fiance's sister's dog, that was her dog, but she had to move, and she couldn't take him with her. So then we took him in, which I know was hard for her, and especially Hannah, her daughter, which you've seen on my other videos. I'm saying a lot. But, really. Okay. So we took him in, too, and Milo attacks him as well. He's a little dachshund, so Milo's bigger than him. Milo is 16 pounds. Usually Charlie and Molly are the same weights, which is like 13 pounds. But Charlie's old. I don't even know how old he is because they keep changing it. I think he's 12. I'm not sure. Molly is 5 and Milo is 8. Milo is going to be turning 9 March 14th, I believe the date is. Molly's birthday is March 4th. And Charlie's birthday is, I don't know, because I don't know. I don't have his paperwork. So we love them to death and we take care of them. We give them what they need. But all 3 of them get wet food and dry food. Charlie, the dog, he gets wet food on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And then the rest of the week he gets hard food. And then the cats, they get wet food either every other day, I think, or every 2 days they get wet food. Because it's good for them because it has lots of water in it. In fact, I add water to it. Only because Molly has an issue with eating wet food. I don't know why. But Molly, my baby, has a sensitive stomach. But we actually just took Milo to the vet like 2 days ago because he was like sneezing and you could hear that he had breathing issues. Like, he snores already, and it's probably because he's a big cat. Like, you could hear him from, like, across the living room. And he was sneezing. He was, like, coughing. He wasn't vomiting. Well, he was when we first started noticing it. But then it just started getting worse. And then I ended up calling my mother-in-law and saying, look, we need to take him to the vet. He's struggling to breathe. And it just sounds horrible. So we did, and found out he actually had bronchitis. So he got his medicine, and in 2 days, like, after that day, 100% difference. He's completely fine now. Look at him. He's completely fine. Say, I'm happy cat. Is you happy cat? Is you happy cat? Is you happy cat? Yeah, so he's really happy. You know, that's good. He still, by the way, he still does to this day attack our other animals, and if he does, we either most of the time we'll lock him in the dog cage right there for like 30 minutes, or we'll lock him in the pantry, which is where he's fed. Also, speaking about being fed, they all eat in different areas. Like, my cat eats. Here, I'll get up and show. Alright. So, my cat eats up here on the counter, right here. And, look, I got some soup going. So, let me show y'all this real quick. Oh my god. It's lots of vegetables and chicken breast. I don't know why I told you that. This is their food bowl. I actually have to fill it up right now. Well, later. And then we have the pantry where the dog eats right here on the floor because, well, he's a dachshund, so he can't jump. And then we have Milo, which is the boy cat I just showed you. That's where he eats, on this like shelf thing, because that way Charlie, the dog, can't eat the cat food. And Milo can't really jump on the counter too well, so he can't eat her food because she doesn't eat as much as them. And we have like, when we first noticed Milo coughing and sneezing, we thought it was just allergies. So we got him this allergy aid antioxidant stuff, which is wheat free. We've got actually 2 of those because we thought they were allergies. We got this, I don't know what this is, coenzyme. I don't know what it's for. I think it's for energy for dogs and cats, which we don't give to them that much. Then we got this glucosamine for the dog. It's a vitamin for just for joint support for the little one, the dog. And then no scoots for, you know how dogs like scoot their butt across the floor. Yeah, so we got those. And then we have these like all-in-one skin and coat, joint support, digestive enzymes, vitamins, and minerals for the dog. And then, like I said, our cats eat, sometimes they eat soft food. I know this isn't the best soft food, but whatever. They don't eat a whole can each. They usually eat half. My cat only likes, like, the pâtés, because, like I said, she has problem eating, wet food for some reason. Not because she pukes, but in general, like, she can't eat it for some reason. Like, her tongue doesn't work to get it in her mouth, if that makes any sense. But she loves these, I don't know. These are, like, I call them lickable treats, because that's what they're usually called, is lickable treats. Ooh, Jesus. And we also got, like, hairball medicine, and this, freeze-dried raw salmon. Look at this. Look. See? Look. Always freaking hungry. Anyway. We got these, regular treats. We have another one somewhere. There was another treat thing. Oh, it's up here. We've got milk stuff. Other ones that, like, we don't normally give them. Yeah, so that's that. And then this is where we have the dog food up here. And then we have the surplus of cat food here. So I just fed him. Literally, like I said, he's always hungry. But you'll be fine because I'm not feeding you again. So I'll show you guys real quick my cat, if I can. So that's my cat. And then this is the dog. Charlie. Hey, do you know how old he is? He's so old. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's so tired. So yeah, that is my animal pet tag, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I did. I love talking about my animals. They for sure give me life. They're my babies. And I'll give you an up close of my Toby here. Okay, I don't know how that's gonna, oh, there he is. Right there. His name is Toby. He was full-blooded Chow Chow. He was almost 18 years old. He lived a very long, happy life. And yeah, so kiss and love your animals, because putting them to sleep isn't the easiest thing to do, but it's the best thing to do when you know it's their time. And he was not only old, but he was smelling really bad. Even after we bathed him, he smelled worse. He was puking up black stuff. He had tumors, which was probably cancerous in his head. And he was just going to the bathroom on himself. Like, it was time for him to go. If you guys would like a video on how that experience was, I'll be open to talk about it, just to inform you guys how it was. Let me know in the comments below. And I love you guys. Kiss and love your animals. And I will talk to y'all later.